10,000 years, the Eye of Terror has spewed its ageless horrors into the galaxy, gnawing at the eternal glories of the Imperium, at the very soul of mankind itself. And for every one of those 10,000 years, the fortress world of Cadia has held the gate closed. An adamantium bastion, granted strength by flesh and bone, and seeded purpose by faith in the Emperor's holy light. But as the darkness grew ever deeper, and the blaze of the Astronomicon guttered like a wind-blown candle, the Eye of Terror pulsed, its baleful energy spilling anew across the stars. With a shriek that echoed through nightmares from Medusa to Ultramar, the Black Fleet slipped its moorings. An endless tide of heretics, traitors, demons, and madmen, whose desperate fealty was given over to a single damned soul. Abaddon the Despoiler, inheritor of the arch-traitor Horus's reviled legacy, the 13th Black Crusade, herald to a fresh age of nightmare, had begun. Stalwart Cadia would be the first to feel its wrath.
A Blackstone fortress! Without our shields, that accursed Hulk will scour Cadia clean.
Repairs to the null array are underway. We require only a matter of days.
The Magos asks for time. I have none to give.
My wolves will buy all that he needs. I'll urge my battle bards to prepare for my arrival. By the Fang, I'll not die without a fight.
Hello, squaddies. Oh, I have been looking forward to this. Not so much the load times, but as always, I am D, and welcome to the newest installment of Who Called in the Fleet. As you can see in the middle there, this is not Battlefleet Gothic Armada like the old series was. This is Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2. And this is just a prologue. This is the Battle of Cadia at the beginning of the actually, pretty sure it's the beginning of the 13th Black Crusade. The 13th invasion. Actually, no, not. Yeah, it would be the 13th invasion by Abaddon. Ezekiel Abaddon, the successor to Horus Lupercal, the arch-traitor and former war master. For those unfamiliar, Games Workshop has actually gone and kind of retconned, because amongst the fandom, Abaddon's got a slightly less intimidating nickname, because as you heard the narrator say, in the lore of 40k, he's known as Abaddon the Despoiler, rather than his full name, which I just said. Like I said, it's actually Ezekiel Abaddon. In the fandom, he's known as Phaelbadon the Armless. I think I mentioned this back in the original series, but the Armless comes from the fact that his model was notorious for the arms falling off on the tabletop. And Phaelbadon comes from the fact that, well, gamers were not always the most clever, but it's because he's waged 13 crusades against the Imperium over the course of 10,000 years, give or take. Never once succeeded. So they eventually, Games Workshop went back and retconned it so that he never won outright, but he did achieve some objectives. So, for example, in the 12th, he got a hold of the Blackstone fortresses. Well, some of them. I have been... But yes, as you can see here, we're dealing with Iron Priests, because if you didn't get it, this is just a tutorial. I'm gonna go through this. I've been through this one before, back during the first closed beta. But get off my screen, you. All right. But the Space Marine we saw, I can't give you his name. It'll tell us in a second. Is the commander of the local Space Wolves. Oh, right. These also known as... They're also occasionally known as... I'm gonna butcher this, I can already tell you. It's the Vilka Fenrika, the Wolves of Fenris. Follow cam.
By Roosebeard, what's taking so long? War calls.
Fun fact about Sven Bloodhowl. That's who. The funny thing is about him saying by Russ's beard. If you actually look at most of the official artwork, Lehman Russ, the Primarch of the Space Wolves, was actually clean shaven, which is kind of hilarious because the wolves pride themselves on their beards. Like, it's like dwarves in Warhammer Fantasies that you cut their beard, they're likely to cut you. Now, the reason I'm doing this is to get you guys. The reason I'm going through the prologue with this is to give you guys an idea of the scale of threat.
Weapons, shields, engines. All Father willing, we will tear out its corrupted heart.
Yeah, we have to actually... I want to give you guys an example of the scale of the campaign in this game.
Take us through, Captain.
Moving to position. Repositioning.
I think that's a safe path. No, it isn't. It is considerably unsafe.
At your command.
What? Oh.
Pursued, but grander prey awaits. We cannot waste time in fruitless battle. Press on. We'll return once the Blackstone fortresses are broken hulk.
Luckily, we do have some weapons that have an arc of fire on this thing.
Underway.
I cannot do all ahead full yet. You're scripted to get out of this, because, I mean, look at them. They're running straight into a minefield.
Hold course.
Like, these ships... I don't know why...
They're gaining. Contact Cajun Orbital Command. Tell them to detonate the mines. That explosion should clean our tails.
I know the frame rate's not great. In fact, I'm gonna take a quick second and do that. And set it down to medium. And let's also knock the resolution scale down to 85%. Oh, that got a lot better. All ahead full.
Repositioning. Underway.
Yeah, that time before explosion is very important because kaboom!
If only we'd had the time to make it painful.
But yeah, like I was saying, to unlock some of the...
My lord, all specs show one traitor vessel survived the explosion. It has launched a disruption bomb. It'll obliterate our shields.
Yes, fire them
All
off.
sections, prepare for high energy turn. Helm, get us clear of the detonation horizon and bring us about to engage that spineless cur.
I'm not gonna get out of this.
At your command.
I should have burned retros.
So the traitor long.
All this stuff I already know. If you want, you can pause the video.
Initiate targeting protocols.
But my plan is I'm going to go through the prologue, and then off camera I'm going to go through... Actually, I'll probably show you guys. What I want to do is I want to unlock the Necron and the Tyranid campaigns.
I want them blooded before we seek their throat.
Okay, that's Allied Drifting Hawks.
Obliterate that target!
I could fire boarding torpedoes, but I think I'd rather just...
His shield falls. Let us test the thickness of his hide. Main batteries, fire!
I can't activate any of my specials at the moment, so... Bring guns around. Now there is some changes as well, like... To get your... You have to pull up the info on the side panel here. That'll show you, like, okay, this is what these weapons are. And that's all their abilities.
His eyes are blinded. His fangs gone. We'll settle this with our teeth at his throat.
Alright. So now we launch a lightning strike.
See how his strength fails. The kill comes soon.
This is actually something that's kind of new.
Torpedoes. Engines engaged.
Now, boarding torpedoes are a Space Marine thing, but there's a couple of new features to go about. Namely the fact that the campaign is no longer strictly Imperial. For example, like I said, there is still the Imperium campaign, but there's also a Necron campaign and a Tyranid campaign. I'm really interested in the Tyranid one because the Tyranids are my favorite race in 40k.
Moving to position.
Bring it around. Burn retros. Okay, firing boarding torpedoes is actually a targeted thing, I forgot. I like the fact you can zoom in and actually watch this happen.
Our boarding torpedoes destroyed by turret fire.
Oh, yeah.
The traitor still has claws. Bring us in closer. I'll end this myself. Engines engaged. Standard speed engaged.
Alright, we will soon launch a boarding action. This is just, like I said, this is just a tutorial mission. Once you do this, it goes into another section that I'm going to do for this video. Boarding action gone. Those are Thunderhawks.
Our hunt is ended. Let the carcass drift. The greater quarry yet remains.
And trust me when I say this. Like I said, the sheer amount of scale in this is insane.
I know most of you are not Fenris-born, but today it matters not if you feel the fury of Rus in your veins. It matters not if you hail from Fenris, Mundus Pyra, Caja, or Marsh.
Yes, he just did say Marsh.
Bound by one single glorious purpose. We ride into death with the fury of heroes, and by our sacrifice, strike a blow worthy of saga and song. For the Emperor, for Cadia, death to the traitors.
If you know anything about the 13th Black Crusade, Cadia doesn't come out of this one well. Yeah, there is also speed controls here, but... Did that actually... Yeah, okay, it did. Alright, we're just gonna all ahead full, because that's a Drifting Hulk. Your guys are wasting shots. One thing to note is that lightning strikes, boarding actions, torpedoes, and launching fighters, they now all have a limited amount of ammo. But I think I'm probably going to aim for doing the Necron campaign first. I'll show you guys a bit of the Imperium campaign, just enough to unlock the Necrons, because I think you have to get to the first level. And this doesn't count, but like I was saying, if you know anything about 40k... Oh, this.
We have located an Imperial warship. It's drifting, and the crew are not responding. However, prospects have shown that the vessel itself remains viable. We'll claim the vessel as our own. Reinforcements run thin.
At your command.
Alright, what you do here is you can actually do this with a boarding action, a lightning strike, or boarding torpedoes. I am actually going to use boarding torpedoes. There is another option I could have with the Thunderhawk Squadron, but I'm not going to do that.
Hold course.
And that gets me a ship. The Shield of Truth.
Our boarding parties have seized command of the derelict. They report critical damage to weapons control. It won't be...
Yeah, it has no weapons.
Still, it shall not go to waste. Evacuate the ship to Cadia. Its fury will be hard in days to come.
Yeah, okay.
For where we are needed.
Yep. Perils of the Warp is still a thing as well. I do like the fact they updated the portal. It's a little bit better.
My lord, we have enemy vessels on approach.
Repositioning. Feel our might.
Fairly certain at least one of these is just a bog standard ship, but like I said, I kind of want to do the Necron campaign, but I also want to do the Tyranids because, again, the Tyranids are my favorite race. They're what I'd play on the tabletop whenever I get a chance, which is not very often, but yeah, these are just some bog standard little ships.
Where we are needed.
You know what? See how you like this.
Standard speed engaged. Feel our might.
Two of them are already on fire, and the third one is basically destroyed. Oh, by the way, you thought you were gonna escape? Nope.
At your command. Standard speed engaged.
Alright, so bombardment cannons on the side, we have a torpedo launcher, the launch bay, and heavy macro batteries.
Obliterate the target.
Now you notice I'm not using all the abilities I've got. Like I'm not using the Stormhawks or the Thunderhawks or the regular torpedoes. It's because I can't. It's just not letting me. Well, that ship's on fire. I hope that was them firing that and not me, because... Oh, did I honestly just fire at the drifting Hulk over there? That was a pointless shot, but...
Standard speed engaged.
No mutiny. No escape.
Pitiful whelps. 10,000 years of hate, and still feeble at heart. Bring us about. The Blackstone Fortress awaits. My lord, Auspex have detected a colossal signature at extreme range. It must be the Blackstone Fortress. It's on an inbound heading. Good. We'll wait in ambush. Bring us about into that asteroid field and cut the drive. Make us look like one more drifting Hulk.
Hold course.
Yeah. Sven Bloodhowl's entire plan rests on hiding in an asteroid field, which does do damage as long, but I think it's only if you're moving through it. Okay, yeah, so that also does you. I do like the new interface. It's very similar to the old one, but it's also got some good visual updates. Let's also zoom in real quick. Take a look at this battle barge, because holy hell. I mean, look at this thing. It's a giant flying Gothic cathedral of damnation and pain. Well, maybe not damnation. That would be what this little bastard is. Yeah, see, as long as you don't move through the field.
My lord, the Blackstone fortress is almost upon us.
As long as you're not moving in the field, you're stealthed
The closer
and
it
not taking
comes
damage.
before we reveal ourselves, the greater our chances of success.
There's the Blackstone Fortress.
Underway.
Since I'm currently set to burn retros, it's not gonna.
Engines engaged.
I'm not gonna be moving. I'm just gonna be. Oh, crap! I'm detected. Nope, still stealthed. Now, some of you might be thinking, this doesn't look like much of a Blackstone Fortress. This is the Will of Eternity. 1,200 shields, 3,200 health, and 1,000 morale. 100% morale. It's technically stronger than my Firemane's Fang, but
Inbound vector shifting. This is as close as we're likely to get. Boarding torpedoes stand ready. So shall it be. Command of the Fang is yours. Give her a good death. Battle for Rus and the All-Father. For Rus and the All-Father!
if you're wondering, the All-Father is the Emperor.
Standard speed engaged. Repositioning.
Ignore that thing over there. Aim for the Blackstone. There's literally no way to fully win this, so...
Engines engaged.
Keep firing! Keep firing! Cadia stands! For Rus and
Yeah, about that. But anyway, the Allfather is just the... Oh, it's the Space Wolves names for the... Space Wolves... name the Space Wolves used for the Emperor.
Sven Bloodhound, stalwart of a brotherhood famed for their courage. But sometimes, courage is not enough.
Initialization failed. Null array inert. Insufficient power. Insufficient power. Rerouting. Reroute failed. Power surge. Processing. No data. Power building. Null array deploying.
Thus did Cadia earn respite, not through the bravery of Sven Bloodhound, nor the labors of Magus clan, but through the intercession of a mysterious benefactor.
Yes.
The respite was short.
Mysterious.
As the cheers faded, traitor warships blackened the skies. The siege of Cadia Secundus had begun. The forces of the despoiler came in numbers uncounted.
Stop letter.
The walls of Casa Crath held. Even
Black
in the
Legion.
darkest of days, the flames
Bit of the Sororitas.
burned bright. With faith burning in their hearts, the defenders held the Chaos Hordes at bay, uncaring of the losses they bore in exchange. But flesh failed.
Pretty sure that's a demon prince.
Flickers. With every bloody moment,
And if you're wondering,
Abaddon's forces drew closer.
fairly certain that the one helping out with the shield was Trazyn the Infinite. Always good advice. Like I said, though, I'm pretty sure it's Trazyn the Infinite that was helping out with the shields. Also, the Imperial and Chaos ships always remind me of one of my favorite little things that I picked up from a one of the old Civilization games. It's that an engineer knows he has finished designing something, not when he has nothing left to add, but when he has nothing left to take away. It's like, you look at these ships, they are overly done. I mean, come on, there's a laurel wreath on the front of that thing. It's like, I know there's no worry about aerodynamics in space because there's no air to worry about. But still, this is... to be fair, though, this is also the series that brought us a ship that... There is a ship, I don't remember which one it is. Aside from the... I mean, I know there's the Planet Killer that can, kill planets. But I'm pretty sure it's actually a 40k ship that belongs to the Imperium where the main gun literally runs the length of the entire damn thing. Like, the barrel of the gun... It's more a case of they had a gun... They had a giant gun, a giant cannon, and they built a ship around it. That runs and the ship and gun barrel are the same length, and I'm just like... Who is y'all's engineer? Because I can't... I mean, they're weird about it, but I can't believe the Mechanicus would be that stupid. Then again, these are people... Actually, I mean, there is apparently a part of the Mechanicus litanies and rituals that involves occasionally smacking the thing you're working on, so... if you can't tell, though, I am really enjoying this already. Eldari are immune to solar eruption, making them even deadlier when this event takes place. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people are complaining that this game doesn't really add much, or it doesn't really improve enough on the first game. It's like the first game had, let's see, it was Space Marines, Imperial Navy, Chaos, Orcs, Eldar, and Tau. So there were 6 factions. This version has every single faction from the tabletop in it, pretty much at launch. And the campaign has gotten a good increase. I mean, I haven't played all of it, obviously, but... The one thing I'm not a big fan of, like I said, though, is the load time seems to be a bit longer, but when you compare that to the fact that the maps in this game or the stuff you're dealing with in this game is much larger as well on a scale, it's not that bad.
We need the location of Abaddon's main fleet before we strike.
Tor Garadon. I don't actually know what chapter you're from.
Be our eyes.
Gladly, Captain Garadon.
Garadon.
Proceed until those defense platforms are destroyed.
I know about that. Get off my screen.
All vessels engage drives.
This is just teaching you about deployment phase.
Rig our light cruisers for silent running. We'll let our bombers handle this.
We serve.
Are these all...
Ship ready.
What's that you guys for?
Going silent.
Bring us into position, Captain.
Your orders?
I tried to do that. But yeah, coordinated skills is a big thing because, like it says, use of skills and maneuvers is resolved simultaneously, so you can actually have that happen. If your flagship goes down, morale goes pretty bad. Gas clouds we had from the first game, same with control groups, but... So there's a couple of new things. I have to save my flagship, which is this one back here.
Aye, Admiral.
The Sword of Illumination. We have the Triumph of Taloth and Cavaliero's Purity. Now you'll notice that both of these platforms are pretty weakened already.
Starhawk bombers to launch condition. Relaying target coordinates.
Starhawks loaded and sent.
That's 2 Starhawk bomber squadrons.
All weapons fire at will.
Yeah, I know.
We serve.
Send in the bombers.
Heading acknowledged.
We do also have incendiary torpedoes, or Melta torpedoes, regular torpedoes, and of course the standard lightning strike boarding action. I don't think I'm actually really needed. The bombers can do quite a lot of damage.
Ship ready.
Bring us around.
Course engaged. Setting course.
Trying to get the torpedo tubes lined up.
Aye, Admiral. Enemy defense platform destroyed.
Which is exactly what I wanted. Now I could launch the Starhawk bombers again, but I'd rather, considering the shields are down and we're circling it, I think we're good.
Enemy defense platform destroyed.
Underway.
So they had time to call for reinforcements. Prepare to engage. None shall escape.
As you say, Admiral Harbride. Luckily now I've also got access to all of my abilities.
Engaging engines.
Okay, I do have Fury interceptors. Deals with squadrons and torpedoes. Launch bomber.
Starhawks loaded and set.
Launch bomber.
We should evaluate the situation. We cannot risk a foolhardy engagement.
This is the tactical
First, we'll grant all
cogitator.
ship's captains full autonomy to maneuver.
Auto engage.
Now, designate priority target. Finally, we'll focus fire on the target's weapon systems to reduce their firepower. Unleash the Emperor's fury. All sections to battle stations. Blow those abominations apart.
Your orders.
Launch lightning strike.
Successful. Aye, Admiral.
Bring it around.
High energy turn.
I was trying to get it around so that I could bring the Melta torpedoes in on this, but
Assault crews report success.
launch
Starhawks loaded
Starhawks.
and sent.
Launch Starhawks.
Ship ready. Acquiring new vector.
Aye, Admiral.
I'm surprised this thing hasn't gone into. I'm surprised that one's morale is still where it is.
We serve.
Just considering that ship is still very much on fire. Okay, so I think their morale is just set as high as it can go for now.
Ship ready. Starhawks loaded and sent.
Target locked in.
Okay.
Additional traitors on Auspex. All vessels regroup.
Admiral, the crew are revolting. A mutiny is underway.
Your excuses do not concern me, Captain. Crush the mutineers and bring your ship into the fight.
Yep.
Am I understood?
We wait your command.
My lord, the mutiny has been contained. Morale is ebbing, but we stand ready to fight.
Good, Captain Magellan.
Last. Now, seize this precious chance at redemption. For you and for your crew. Duty and death await.
Ship ready. Coordinates acknowledged.
Fire meltas.
For the Emperor. Starhawks loaded and sent. Your orders?
For the Emperor and the Angel. Yes, I'm a Blood Angels fan when it comes to the Imperium. Actually, I'm not I've got like 3 or 4 on each side that I like, mostly because of their combat style or their aesthetic. Okay, none of the torpedoes hit. That's annoying.
We wait your command. Enemy ship crippled by the lightning strike.
Ship ready.
Aye, Admiral. Our boarders have caused internal damage.
Good.
Engaging.
Aye, Admiral. Starhawks loaded and sent.
Fire Starhawk bombers.
We serve.
I'm not going to try and hit with the torpedoes from this range.
Your orders?
The void shield's down. Oh, the flagship's actually...
We wait your command.
Oh, my flagship is over there. Cavaliero's Purity is my flagship. I didn't realize that. I thought it was the Sword of Illumination.
Engaging target. Maximum burn. Cruising speed set. Your orders? Changing course.
We wait your command.
Starhawks loaded and sent.
Launch all Starhawk squadrons.
We wait your command. Understood.
All ahead full.
Underway.
I have a plan with this.
Cruising speed set.
Fire melted torpedoes.
Targeting enemy vessel. Assault crews report success.
Impossible, Admiral.
Aye, Admiral.
You know, you think about it, a lightning strike like that is actually a really is actually kind of a suicide mission.
Your orders? Starhawks loaded and sent.
Starhawks loaded and sent.
Well, I think it's safe to say you're dead. I think there's 3 total parts to this.
More Chaos vessels inbound. Emperor's teeth. If failure is to be my fate, I'll face it with the Emperor's light in my eyes. This is Admiral Harbright to all vessels. We fight to the death.
Not like I had a choice. And yeah, I think this is the most that'll show up.
We wait your command. Starhawks loaded and sent.
All I have to do is keep Harbride here alive, which is easier said than done.
Starhawks loaded and sent.
Ship ready. Heading acknowledged.
Fire torpedoes.
Aye, Admiral.
Admiral, this would appear to be the despoiler's main fleet. Auspex readings confirm the presence of a Blackstone fortress.
Yeah.
Signal the phalanx. Our mission ends in success, but our duty abides.
Only in death does duty end. If you're wondering about what the phalanx is, it's an Imperial Fist ship. Actually, I think that might be who Garadon works with. I have nothing personally against the Imperial Fist, other than the fact that they seem kind of boring.
Lightning strike successful.
Lightning strike successful.
That would be why the lightning strike wasn't going to work on that thing.
Your command.
Because it's one of mine.
Your orders.
Incoming transmission from Phalanx.
You've done your part, Admiral. I hereby take command of this engagement. We'll give that Blackstone fortress an opponent worthy of its size.
Yeah. That's the phalanx, by the way.
Hold course!
Which, by the way, it becomes your new flagship.
Commodore Truvo, what is our status?
Estimates are still formulating, but we confirm the Sanctus Malefic, the Apocalyptia, the Vengeful Spirit. Emperor, shield us, but we're staring at half of the Black Fleet. Maybe more.
Understood. And Cadia itself?
Preliminary scans and Vox chatter confirm fighting on all continents. The greatest concentration appears to be at Casa Kraf on Cadia Secundus. The Herald of Absolution is inbound with our Adeptus Sororitas allies.
Good. Remind all Storm Talon squadrons that Celestine must make planetfall. All other concerns are secondary.
Confirmed. Captain, there's a Blackstone fortress in near orbit. Tentatively identified as the Will of Eternity. Vox chatter confirms the Fire Main's Fang has already failed to bring it to ruin.
Indeed, a rare failure from the sons of Roos. The so-called saint was correct. These are dark days indeed.
Your orders?
As they always are in dark days, Commodore. We bring the Emperor's fire and burn away the darkness. Prepare for battle.
Corruptor's Doubt, Incarnation of Void, Magnificent Doom, Sins of Persecution,
It will be
and the Will of Eternity. If you're wondering, when you...
Inbound. Vanguard vessels closing fast.
Oh
All
well.
foes to be crushed beneath the Phalanx's good right arm, Commodore.
From their vector, they don't intend to duel with our guns, but to ram us. We must brace for impact.
Sound collision alarms. All hands. Brace for impact.
But when he was talking about like half of the Black Legion fleet, and please don't tell me the game just crashed. I really hope it didn't just crash. Nope, just froze for a second. All right.
Ship lost.
Oh well.
Ship ready.
We have visual on the Will of Eternity, Captain. Almost in weapons range.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That one was the closest to ramming me, and it just got annihilated in a single salvo. But,
down into its black craw.
All ahead full. Aye. It seems we have their attention. Additional vessels closing on intercept course. They're closing too swiftly to evade.
Let the fleas bite. The phalanx's hide is thick. Too thick for
Anyway.
their teeth. Hold main batteries.
the thing I was about to say about him, where the Commodore was freaking out about some of the ships mentioned, specifically the Vengeful Fury, or like Fury of Vengeance or whatever it was. That is actually the flagship of Horus himself that Abaddon took over when Horus died at the end of the Horus Heresy. Yeah, I'm sorry, you guys are just now about to breach my shields. You guys just now breached the shields of the Phalanx. And you're basically not doing a damn thing to my actual hull.
We serve.
Shark assault boats on their way.
Ship ready. Setting course. Your orders?
It's not necessary to do anymore over here, but I kind of like it, because
We wait your command.
the Phalanx is just a very slow crawl. There's the first shot from the Will of Eternity with that. I don't even know what kind of gun that is, actually.
Will of Eternity in primary weapons range.
Unleash the phalanx's fury. Let Abaddon know we've come for him.
Heavy macro guns, lance turrets, and a launch bay are the main guns of the Phalanx. Launch Starhawks.
The Blackstone Fortress shields are holding. We're barely scratching it.
Well, duh.
We'll flay that abomination an inch at a time if we must.
At your order. Victory or death.
I think what you end up having to do is ramming it with the Phalanx.
Captain, the Will of Eternity's shields are down.
Impossible! Confirmed.
Keep shooting it.
They're gone.
I'll wager my right hand they have wolves loose in their belly. The fangs of Fenris bite deep. It's our turn now. Main batteries, open fire. Send that cursed hope to hell.
One of our ships is gone, sir.
I'm legitimately surprised. I'm legitimately surprised I have any left.
The Blackstone Fortress is coming apart. We're too close. If its reactors go critical, the Phalanx will be caught in the blast.
The Sons of Dawn are too strong.
Yep, I was right. Sons of Dorn.
Daughter proved different. Gaze on the Blackstone Fortress's dead convoy. Gaze, and rejoice for service fulfilled.
Sons of Dorn, that they are, I forgot. So yeah, they are the Imperial Fists. Or one of their successor chapters, I don't care. I'm not like I said, I'm not a big fan of the Imperial Fist, and holy hell, that thing is blinding! But hey. First mission, destroy a Blackstone Fortress. We got one more part to do. This is gonna be a long episode, I know. But I want to do it all in one. There goes Celestine. I'm pretty sure that's who that was. I always like the cutscenes in these games. Nope, no, that's just the Magus.
Archmagos, you're ready.
And yeah, that is Ursukar Creed.
Choose a bleak time to come
Kind of an ultramarine.
They are a perfect match for those present on Cadia, but were reduced to null during the Fourth Black Crusade.
Abaddon. His malice holds greater purpose than we knew.
Agreed. Ruined pylon fields have been discovered on many worlds. All are made by the Despoiler.
Why? Their heritage is alien, their purpose unknown.
The Necron.
The pylons' forges remain shrouded, known only to the Omnissiah. But their purpose is revealed. They contain the Eye of Terror. If they are destroyed, the Immaterium will claim all. The Imperium will be no more. The pylons must be safeguarded. They are our only weapon against the encroachment of chaos. But I need time to study.
Go. Make your
Yes, Ursakar E. Creed.
guide you.
Jokingly known for being able to hide a tank behind a bush. And when I say tank, I'm talking about something like the size and power of, oh, what is it? I can't remember what they're called anymore. I don't, like I said, I'm not an Imperium fan. We have Titans. Oh, wait. Yeah, this is also a Necron Tomb world, by the way. At least I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, there he is. That's who I was talking about, with Trazyn the Infinite.
I mean you no harm. But you are an abomination.
I prefer honored guests. But abomination or not, you and I have common cause.
Logic dictates otherwise.
Then you don't seek to understand the nature of this matrix.
Oh.
You comprehend its secrets.
I was there when they first awakened. Or perhaps I wasn't. Memory is such a fickle thing.
Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's Trazyn the Infinite.
Desires to see this galaxy ripped asunder by the Imperial ones. Destroy me if you wish. Nothing will change. For me, for you, for this world.
Show me.
Politics makes strange bedfellows indeed.
Admiral, this is madness. Entering real space so close to a planet, you'll doom us all.
A good officer commands without doubt, and obeys without question.
Entering real space in 3, 2,
Okay.
1.
Yeah, that was our first view of warp space there. And welcome to worse hell.
Blessed Emperor, we're in the heart of the fight.
Kind of where we wanted to be.
This is Admiral Catalia to Battle Group Silver Dawn. Form up.
Hope your Geller fields were working, mates.
Incoming enemy squadrons.
Whoop-de-doo.
Brace for impact.
Okay, they took out one ship out of my battle group.
We've lost the Purity Blade.
Silver Dawn to Cadian High Command. Where do you need us?
Anywhere?
This battle is lost. We must disengage.
Shoot him.
Coward. Commissar. Do your duty.
As the Emperor wills.
Called it. It's a commissar.
Incoming transmission.
That's literally what they do.
Phalanx to Silver Dawn. This is Commodore Trevaux. Situation critical. Chaos forces have launched a full-scale planet strike.
No shit.
To destroy the pylons of the Elysian fields. They must not succeed. Reinforce the position. The Phalanx will cover your back. Remain vigilant.
Frankly, I kind of want to see somebody mess with that, so that the Imperial Fist sigil has a middle finger sticking up. Because frankly, let's be honest here, it's funny.
This is the Admiral.
Or it'd be
All
fitting.
ahead full.
Auspex readings indicate unusual energy signatures.
This is the final part of the
Explain.
prologue.
I need more.
That would be a Necron beam.
By the Emperor.
Omnissiah's grace. This is beyond my experience. Analyzing.
I wouldn't.
What are we looking at?
Analyzing complete. The pylons. The energy beam is repelling the Eye of Terror.
How is that possible?
It's what the Necrons
No matter
built it
what,
for.
Our duty remains. Prepare for planet strike.
Launch Thunderhawks.
Incoming transmission. It's the Phalanx.
The despoiler has retreated to the Vengeful Spirit to lick his wounds.
By the way, yeah, it should be. I was messing up the name. The Vengeful Spirit is what I was talking about, though.
Engage the Vengeful Spirit.
That is
of mankind and vengeance long due.
that is the flagship of Horus Lupercal. Now the flagship of Ezekiel Abaddon.
Admiral Catalia to Battle Group Silver Dawn.
I have my head up my ass.
We have our orders, and we're closer than anyone else. Today, the arch-traitor dies at our hands.
We have 7 full ship.
All power to weapons.
We have 7 capital ships.
Loads torpedoes. We are the
3
Emperor's
escorts. Make
We
that.
shall not fail.
We just did. Cause it's the vengeful fucking spirit.
Fail.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but
Fire! All weapons.
what were you expecting? It's the vengeful spirit.
Firing. Sustaining hull damage.
It's been around for 10,000 years. For a good reason.
No.
Your pride came before your fall.
Critical. Reactor. Critical. Fires reported on all decks.
Oddly enough, the media center still works.
Estimated crew loss. 65,000.
Total. Just say
The
total,
Vengeful
Vegas.
Spirit intercepted our torpedoes. No significant damage.
It's the vengeful fucking spirit. It's Horus's own flagship.
What have I done?
Fucked up.
My pride.
Yeah.
My arrogance.
By the way, that's the Blackstone Fortress. That's the Will of Eternity right there that we destroyed with the Phalanx in the last bit.
Very well. If that is how this ends.
Detonate your...
If we are
Just charge
to
forward,
die,
detonate your
let
warp
it be with
engines.
The Emperor's light in our eyes and his fury in our voice. We fight on.
No.
All hands.
Suicide
One last
mission.
effort before they overwhelm us.
We're doing something stupid! Although to be fair to Catalia, that actually does kind of work. She...
Admiral, the enemy are peeling away.
No. You must be mistaken.
No.
Confirmed. They are moving towards the wreckage of the Blackstone Fortress.
Yeah, this is their ultimate idea for how to deal with Cadia. They're gonna ram it. Into the planet.
Vox officer, transmit a wideband message to all forces on Cadia.
There's nothing that
Tell them
could
to
survive this.
evacuate the planet.
It's too late.
Now.
This is an extinction level attack. I mean, come on, they're launching something larger than... They're launching something roughly the size of the moon into a planet. I don't actually know how big Cadia is in relation to something like Earth. But yeah, this is not really a mission, this is just more of an interactive cutscene. Until we hit this part. At which point you know Cadia is royally screwed. And now we get the intro. I love this game, I really do. It's so goddamn silly. I mean, come on. They launched a destroyed Blackstone Fortress into Cadia. Well, what was Cadia, by the way? Yeah. That is just the title sequence. That should tell you what kind of game we're in for, folks. Alrighty, if you enjoyed that, and I know I did, then I hope you'll stick around for what's coming next. Just to give you guys a little bit of an example of what I'm going to do, is, like I said, there's 3 campaigns. Or 4 there's 3 real campaigns. There's the Imperium campaign, which you have to do. You have to at least go through the tutorial first, before you can unlock the Necrons and the Tyranids. What does this actually say? Yeah, you see, must complete the Imperium campaign tutorial to start this campaign. It originally says you also have to complete the prologue, but we just did that. So we're going to go through the Imperium tutorial next time, so that we can get to the Necrons and the Tyranids, because I want to do those, because I did Imperium a lot with the original part of Who Called in the Fleet. But I hope you guys enjoy this. I know I'm going to. It's a fun series. Or it's a fun game, should be a fun series. And if you do enjoy it, then feel free to drop a like on the video, that's always helpful. You can also leave a comment down below if you have anything you'd like to say. And if you want to keep up with me and never miss any of my current series, then consider joining the squadron by subscribing to the channel. That does help me out, and I really do appreciate it. As for that, squaddies, I have been D. Things did not go well at the Battle for Cadia. Maybe we'll be able to get them to go a little bit better going forward. But until then, good night, and good gaming.